Om Shanti. Good morning, Diamond morning. Baba's Murli today is the 15th of March 2023. In the essence, Baba says, sweet children, never be lazy about doing service. Churn the ocean of knowledge and act on whatever Baba tells you to do. Question. With which children is the Father always pleased? Answer. The Father is pleased with the children who do their own service and follow the Father. Those who are worthy and follow the path that the Father has shown them. Baba says, children, never harm yourselves. In order to caution yourself, keep a picture of your aim and objective in your pocket. Look at it again and again, and you will experience a lot of happiness. You will then be able to maintain the intoxication of claiming a kingdom. And the song of Baba's Murli. Salutations to Shiva.
तुमात सहायक स्वामी सखा तुम ही सबके रखवारे हो जिसका कोई आधार नहीं उसके तुम एक सहारे हो तुमात सहायक स्वामी सखा तुम ही सबके
Om Shanti. The one whose praise you heard is now personally sitting in front of you and is teaching you Raja Yoga. Someone who is accomplished something in the past is praised later on. For instance, Shankaracharya established his religion of renunciation. He is therefore definitely praised here at this time. It cannot be said the dynasty of sannyasis. In many other religions, there are dynasties of kings. There are no dynasties of kings amongst the sannyasis as there are in Christian kingdoms. Just as they have a religion and a kingdom, in the same way, the deities also have a religion and a kingdom. There are even images made of that. At the bottom, you are shown the deities doing tapasya of Raja Yoga, and above them, the kingdom is portrayed. Your faces of those times are portrayed in that kingdom. You cannot, at this time, lay your hands on a portrait of your future names and forms. You understand that you are now studying Raja Yoga and that you will later have a crown and rule a kingdom. Your name, form, and everything will have changed. The children who understand that they are now claiming their status for the future kingdom should also keep these pictures with themselves, especially those who are the decoration of the Brahmin clan and who have faith. All of you have faith. You say, we will marry Srinarayan. So let there be an image of you doing Raja Yoga, and images of your kingdom above that, and an image of Shiv Baba above that. This picture should show the contrast between Shankaracharya and that one who is God Shivacharya, the ocean of knowledge. Shankaracharya is a knowledgeable soul who relates knowledge. For what purpose does he relate that knowledge? To make you into Hatha Yogis and renunciates of karma. His picture is completely different. So Baba is showing the contrast between Shankaracharya and Shivacharya. Back to the Murli. The way he sits is different. And so that should also be shown in the picture. The picture should show him sitting as a Hatha Yogi in an orange robe with a shaven head, so that the contrast can be seen. They take birth, Baba says, they take rebirth here. If you churn the ocean of knowledge about these matters, you can accomplish a lot and do a lot of service. However, very few of you make this type of effort. Maya deceives you a great deal and makes you very lazy about doing service. So, you should create pictures of those of the sannyas religion and write on them. The religion of Hatha Yoga and renunciation of karma established by Shankaracharya, and when it begins and when it ends. You can calculate the duration and the dates of any religion. All the different sects and cults and all the religions finish at the same time. You should churn these matters and then act on it. Show the contrast. That is the establishment of Shankaracharya, and this is the establishment of God Shivacharya. The result of this Raja Yoga continues for half a cycle. Baba comes when Hatha Yoga has to end and Raja Yoga has to be established. So you should create pictures in such clever ways that Hatha Yoga continues from the Copper Age till the end of the Iron Age. The kingdom of Raja Yoga continues for 21 births. Then write, that is Hatha Yoga, for which they have to renounce their homes and families. Whereas here, you have to renounce the entire old world. We have been writing on all of our pictures. No other pictures have such writing on them. You can understand the dates and time of all of them. When you look at these pictures of the kingdom of Raja Yoga in your homes, you will experience intoxication. You don't need to put your palms together in front of these pictures of the deities. Why is Baba saying you don't need to put your hands in the prayer position and in front of the deities? Baba says, because, back to the Murli, you yourselves are becoming like them. When you see the pictures in front of you, the mercury of your happiness will rise, and you will be able to see your face in the mirror of your heart and ask yourselves whether you are worthy of marrying Sri Narayan or Sri Lakshmi. If you are not worthy, what will happen if we feel we are not worthy? Baba says you would feel ashamed. Only those who stay in yoga and have their sins absolved can claim such a high status. This study is for the future, whereas all other studies are for this birth in this world. Keep it in your intellects that your study is for the future. Excuse. Human beings keep a picture in their pocket of the one they worship, just as Baba used to keep a picture of Sri Narayan. However, he did not have the knowledge that he was to become that. Now he knows that he will become that. So Brahma Baba used to keep this picture of Sri Narayan in his pocket, in his pillow slip, in the jewel box. But that was before Baba came and started using his body to reveal this knowledge. So he didn't know he was going to become that. Back to the Murli. Now he knows that he would become that. Baba says, you can change from an ordinary man into Narayan. Therefore, you should keep this picture in your pocket. When you explain these pictures to your friends and relatives, they will become very happy. You have to have mercy for them too. Then, whether they understand or not, it is your duty to explain to everyone that God is teaching us Raja Yoga. No one except God can teach us Raja Yoga and make us into Lakshmi and Narayan. Therefore, by looking at these pictures, your mercury of happiness will arise. When people pass a temple on their way to work, they stop and pray. That is devotion, whereas you now have the knowledge that you were those deities. You are the children of Jagadamba. Jagadamba carries out the task of transforming ordinary humans into Narayan. Transforming ordinary humans into Narayan. You two are doing this. You are also Master Jagadambas. There are also temples built as your memorials. You're now sitting here in living forms. The explanation you give should be so clear that people can understand. The memorial of the Nirvana temple is very good. Heaven is shown on the ceiling, and the images of Tapasya are on the ground. The temple is made so well. Therefore, create this picture and keep it in your workplace so that it can remind you. You will also be reminded of Manmanabha and the discourse of self-realization. Shiv Baba is teaching us this. And we are to become kings and queens. Make pictures for yourselves and continue to caution yourselves. We are changing. How are we changing? From worshippers and becoming worthy of worship for 21 births. So you will be able to serve yourselves with these pictures and also be able to serve others by explaining to them. The Father is pleased with such children. If you follow, Bible says, if the children do not follow, the Father and become worthy, he would be displeased with them. He would say, children, you're harming yourselves by not following the path shown to you by the Father. Your status will be destroyed. You will receive a great deal of help from these pictures. You will also be able to explain very well to others that that is Hatha Yoga, whereas this is Raja Yoga. Those gurus cannot teach this Raja Yoga. We are unlimited renunciates. The meaning of renunciation is renunciation of the 5 vices. They go to a forest in order to become pure, whereas we live at home and remain as pure as a lotus flower. This is why Vishnu has been portrayed with the ornaments. We are becoming like him. You also need to be very clever in explaining these things. The Father is clever. You have to imbibe divine virtues too. You should have a very sweet temper. Just look at the Father's temper. He is very lovely. Even though he is called the death of all deaths, he is not so harsh. He explains, I come and take everyone back home. There is nothing to be afraid of in this. You children have to become beautiful by following Srimad. All of you souls will be made to shed your old bodies and come back home with me. According to the drama, you have to return home. I'm teaching you such actions that you will not have to repent for them, and I will take you all back. I will also show you how you go and who will remain here. Later, as you come close, I will tell you everything. I will continue to explain new methods to you for as long as you live. When the Father's directions are put into practice, he is pleased. You will all receive help in doing service, and your mercury of happiness will rise. Baba shows you many methods. Make large pictures to display at the centers so that people can see the contrast. Acha, okay. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab-Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say, Namaste to the spiritual father. And the Murli continues with a night class of the 28th of March, 1968. The father has explained, practice in such a way that whilst seeing everything and playing your parts, your intellects are connected to the Father. You know that this old world is going to finish. We have to leave this world and return home. No one else would have this thought in his intellect. No one else understands this. They believe that this world is going to continue for a long time. You children know that you are now going to go to your new world. You are studying Raja Yoga. In just a short time, we will go to the golden aged new world, that is, to the land of immortality. You are now changing. You are changing from devilish human beings into divine human beings. The Father is changing you from humans into deities. Deities have divine virtues. They too are human beings, but they have divine virtues. People here have devilish traits. You know that this devilish kingdom of Ravan is not going to remain. We are now imbibing divine virtues. We are burning away our sins of many births with the power of yoga. Each one of you knows your own stage as to whether you are doing this or not. Each one of you has to take yourself from degradation into salvation. That is, you have to make effort to go to the golden age. In the golden age, you have the sovereignty of the world. There is just the one kingdom. Lakshmi and Narayan are the empress and emperor of the world. People of this world do not know these things. There, in brackets, the deity's kingdom begins from. When does the deity kingdom begins? Baba says from 1-1. You know that you are becoming this. The Father makes you children even more elevated than he is. For this is why Baba says, because he makes us more elevated than he is. What it is that he says that indicates this? He says, this is why Baba says, Namaste to you, meaning salutations to you, I bow to you, shows his humility and making us understand we are higher than him because we become deities in the future. He doesn't become or go to heaven. The sun of knowledge, the moon of knowledge, and the lucky stars of knowledge. You are lucky. You know that Baba is saying Namaste to you very accurately with meaning. The Father comes and gives you lots of happiness. This knowledge is very wonderful. Your sovereignty is also wonderful. You souls too are wonderful. You have all the knowledge of the Creator and the beginning, middle, and end of the creation in your intellects. You have to make so much effort to make others the same as yourselves. Everyone's fortune is the same as of the previous cycle. Nevertheless, the Father continues to inspire you to make effort. He cannot tell you who will become the 8 jewels. It is not in his part to tell you. As you progress further, each of you will know your own part. Whatever effort each of you makes, so you are creating your fortune. The Father is the one who is showing you the path. And it all depends on how much you follow that. You see this one in the subtle region. Prajapita Brahma is sitting here with him. To become Vishnu from Brahma is a matter of a second. It takes 5,000 years to become Brahma from Vishnu. It touches the intellect that this is right. Although he creates the Trimurti of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar, no one would understand this. You understand this now. You children become multi-million times fortunate. They show a lotus at the feet of the deities. The name millionaire, Padam Pita, in brackets, ones who attain millions at every step, is also very well known. It is the poor and ordinary ones who become millionaires. Baba says millionaires don't come here. Those who have 5 to 700,000 are considered to be ordinary. At this time, 20 to 40,000 is nothing. Even if someone is a millionaire, that is only for one birth. Perhaps they may take a little knowledge. They would not sacrifice everything from having understood knowledge. Those who surrendered everything were the ones who came in the beginning. Everyone's wealth was instantly used for a worthwhile cause. The wealth of the poor ones is definitely used for this. The wealthy ones are told to do service. If you want to do godly service, then open a center and make effort. Also imbibe divine virtues. The Father is called the Lord of the poor. At this time, Bharat is the poorest of all. Bharat has the largest population because it has existed from the beginning. Those who were in the golden age are the ones who have come into the iron age. They have become completely poor. They have spent everything and finished it. The Father explains, you are now once again becoming deities. Incorporeal God is only one. The greatness is of the one. You make so much effort to explain to others. You make so many pictures as Baba says, as you progress further, you will understand all of this very well. The drama continues to tick away. You know the tick, tick of this drama. Each act of the whole drama continues to repeat identically every cycle. It continues second by second. The Father explains all of these things and then says, Man Manapa, remember the Father. What is the benefit of someone walking on fire or water? Their lifespan are not going to increase by doing that. Acha. Love, remembrance, and good night from Bab Dada to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children. Essence for Dharna, firstborn. Make your temper very sweet. Make yourself into a beautiful flower by following Sri, and thereby become as lovely as the Father. Second point. Have mercy on yourself in order to caution yourself. Keep your aim and objective in front of you. Also have mercy on your friends and relatives. Baba's blessing for today. May you remain free from all sins by staying aware of this pilgrimage place and become a charitable soul. Baba explains, Madhuban is the greatest pilgrimage place. On the path of devotion, they believe that by going to a pilgrimage place, all their sins finish. However, you children have the practical experience of this at this time. By coming to this great pilgrimage place, you become charitable souls. The awareness of this pilgrimage place makes you overcome many problems. This awareness works like a lucky charm. No matter what the situation is, when you remember the atmosphere of this place, you begin to swing in a swing of happiness and peace. So, to come to this land is also great fortune for you. And the slogan for today, in order to become a Ramta yogi, that is a Roman yogi, Ramta, become one who has the double authority of knowledge and experience. Shall repeat the slogan. In order to become a Ramta yogi, a Roman yogi, become one who has the double authority of knowledge and experience. Om Shanti. Remember what Baba says. He wants us to please him by following Srimad, doing service.